everyone. Welcome to the stream. I am Ben. I'm Solstein K0BJJ. And I am not alone today. I am bringing in the one fodder himself, John. And I want to go over a few things, but John's the first to join us today. We're going to go over a few things, and I might throw the tag out there, or the link in there for the open mic night, because, well, why not? More the merrier. First thing I want to throw out, guys, is I did something I told you I was going to do, and I am proud of it. I've made me a website. Links in the description below, K0BJJ.com. On there, you'll find everything, including links to the 2 YouTube channels and the most current, up-to-date stuff. How to actually join the YouTube channel. So if you want to join as a guest on stream, or in the, have a topic you want covered in a video, there's a way for you to do that. Get a hold of me. The support. So if you want to support the channels, all my rowdy friends and links to their YouTube channels, including 2 Discords that I'm part of, that you can most commonly find me in. A link to some of the photography I've done. And then we also have the About Me, the contact calendar. Very important. I update this as soon as stuff comes in. And if you click on more details, it will tell you more details. So tonight, I didn't have anyone. I put IRO open mic because I put the link out in Iowa Radio Operator. So that was the important thing with that. When we have a guest on, they will get added in the future. The only thing we have really going on, other than the stream, is NRA, the Newton Ham in the Park, on the 4th of July. So, but that gets updated. Also, the APR is tracking. It's not currently loading the image, but it tells you how you can follow me along on APRS. So very happy about that. And I see Roger and Plasma are in the chat. Welcome, guys. With that, I am going to throw the link out for the open mic, and we'll see if any of y'all want to join us. This is all I really wanted to cover, but hey, you got your ticket. Now what? I mean, now what should you do? Well, fortunately for everyone, there is a wonderful event that's coming up this next weekend. John, what's that event?
No, it's not the POTA. We just did POTA, didn't we?
Yeah, we just did POTA.
Oh, it's Field Day.
Field Day.
What is Field Day anyway?
Well, we could hear directly from the ARRL about that. Let me get that pulled up here. I will pull up the ARRL website about Field Day. What is Field Day? Basically, it's a giant contest. It used to be an every day or once a year, everyone breaks out the MCOM stuff, makes MCOM contacts. Now it's a giant field day. If you want to do parks on the air, if you find a place to set up, you should be doing good. Hey, there's Kevin, Ham Radio QRP's in the house. He just released a video putting a trampoline on the air. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. And again, for those of you that would like to join the stream, I will post that one more time. Uh-oh. And I heard someone knocking at the door. Jeff.
What, Jeff?
A thing about Field Day. There are tons of places doing it. And it is a good place to try some stuff out because they actually get bonus points for a what's called Get on the Air station, which means if you don't have any equipment and you want to get on the air, Or even if you're not licensed and have a want to get on the air, they can assist you with that. So they have a locator. The field day locator. This is not complete. I will tell you this. This is not all the field days in Iowa. But these are the ones that have told the ARRL where they're going to be at. So if John wanted to go to one of these field days, since he's in the Des Moines area, it looks like he's got 4 relatively close by he could go to. And you just click on the little dongle there, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. Talking frequencies, who to contact. So go to field day, chat with a bunch of people, and someone's microphone's making noise.
Not me.
Well, this brings up a question real quick. Do you have to be registered on there for field day?
No, you don't. And there's a lot of places that are not. Because there's a group, the Mason City group is doing field day in Manly this year, and they're not on there. So I've gotten a ton of invites for people to come out and have me out, but I will be working. That will be my last Saturday working at my current job.
Nice.
Actually, Plasma, I believe there is going to be one close to Ankeny. Well, it might be Des Moines. I do know more that are not registered on here, but I'm pretty sure I saw someone up there around Polk City. But yeah. So you got your ticket. You're going to field day. You're trying out equipment, and you're still going. What now, man? What are we going to do now? Well, I guess you got to pull the trigger on something. And depends on what you want to do. If you like POTA, you're going to want something light and portable. Or maybe not so light and portable. I know people that drug out big, base stations out to the field. You're not probably going to drag your amp out there, though. Can't say that. Jeff and I both know those POTA activators. Hey, John's showing something. John, what have you got there?
Looks like a new
It's one
toy.
of the little QRP 2 SDXs.
And what can you do with that?
It's 10 to 80. It will do digital and phone and or CW if you want to put a keyer on it.
So it's just
5 watts. Yep.
I think I just saw Kevin click on a browser. I think Kevin might be looking at something. He heard 5 watts.
I'm surprised that Kevin doesn't have one already.
He might. I won't hold to buy him.
I would think that a lot of QRPers have. Well, it depends on their budget. If they have like a bunch of QRP radios. Now, radios are like potato chips. You can't just have one.
No. In fact, this is an upcoming video too, guys.
GMRS or FRS?
FRS.
I think I saw those somewhere.
Amazon.
Those look pretty neat.
We're doing some testing on them. We can get about a mile from the house with me sitting in the house. So my oldest son and I are doing some testing on it. There will be a video coming up, and that is going to be for our family safety plan. So we're not going to get a lot of reach out of it, but my oldest son shows some interest in getting licensed in ham radio. My wife and my youngest son shows interest too, but he's 7 and got the attention span of a, so he ain't going to pass that test anytime soon. My wife has no interest, so we wanted something to where when we were close by, at least we could communicate. I know those aren't going to be a great reach, but that'll be an upcoming video or an upcoming stream about a family safety plan and different ways to do it. my wife and kids have access to my handheld so they can listen to the local repeater. They just can't transmit. But with me, my new job being located in town, these are a wonderful alternative for if we're in town and we get with about a mile away from each other, we can be able to communicate. So, and I may or may not add those frequencies into a better ear system to listen when I'm at home. I won't transmit, I promise. But I mean, if I put FRS frequencies, which are I think 2 meter on top, well, on a radio that's got an antenna on top of my 40-foot tower, I should be able to hear better. I just won't transmit. I'll listen. I promise, guys. I will not violate the law. I will not put 50 watts out on FRS frequency. I'll just listen.
Breaking the law.
I will respond with this. Yeah, this actually one is mine. We all got our old little color codes, and the family voted that I get yellow. Speaking of the family, to all you papas out there, happy Father's Day. I know my wife and my little one surprised me. So I was talking to John about it earlier, and he went from work to work.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you can cook, you end up getting stuck with everything. Come over to our barbecue. You'll have fun.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. Here's now cook for us.
That is exactly what happened today.
No. Kevin's getting attacked by flying ants.
No, I was 2 weeks ago? The video I just put up yesterday, and I was out earlier doing a late shift activation. I had to do some other things too, and I swore I heard a Kilo Zero really down far in the noise. I couldn't tell if it was if I heard the Kilo Lima Bravo, but I kept on hearing Kilo Zero. I was calling out for Kevin, and I asked him in the chat, was that him? It's like, no. But there was another Kilo Zero station, and eventually they popped up to a very loud level. So
it wasn't me.
Wasn't him.
My radio's unhooked, so it wasn't me.
Well, I had to ask if I'd hate to miss him during an activation, but that happens from time to time.
I just saw Kevin say 2 more likes until there's a dance, and I'm like, wait, hold on, I haven't been paying attention to that. Speaking of not paying attention, again, if you guys missed it, we got the website going. All the info you need to know about me right there on that website. I'll just have the ticker going for a little bit. I'm proud of that thing. Very proud.
Should be.
It's nothing special, but I made it from scratch.
Now, if you want to keep it, you just got to keep paying every year after your first, 2 years or whatever, your initial.
Yeah, I did it 2 years.
Yep.
Kevin, I only see 9 likes. Apparently, I'm missing a lot in the chat. Plasma said Kevin showed how QRP bounce works. Yeah, he does. QRP bounce is a thing, especially using a. Kevin, I only see 9.
Do a force reload, see what happens.
Yeah, I'm showing 10.
You're showing 10?
Yep.
I'll show you guys what I'm seeing. I'm seeing 9.
That looks like APRS tracking.
Look right next to 6 current viewers, 9 likes. I mean, I can go benefit of the doubt if y'all want. I mean,
open up another browser window and see what that says. But be careful when you close your browser windows.
Well, you know what I can do? I'll just open that tab. I'll mute this new tab. Well, the 6 concurrent viewers. I'm showing 9 likes on the actual feed stream.
Come on, people, give them more likes.
Hey, I'm fine with not dancing at 10, or just don't want you guys to call it last second like we did last time. Crabber. I'm starting to think Kevin got into that corn liquor that he's got.
Corn liquor? What?
No, we don't have anything like that in Iowa. So you got your ticket. You're getting on the air. You're going to field day. You try stuff out.
And?
Well, if we're getting into corn liquor.
Oh, jeez. You picked a radio, whether it be a handheld or UHF rig. What do? You pick a frequency and you get on the air. That's what you do. Don't let microphones scare you, for crying out loud. There's a guy that shows up on live stream every Sunday night at 7:30 and has no idea what he's talking about 95% of the time.
Well, I know mic fright is real for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
But the easiest thing to do is watch what people do and just do the same thing. I know there's a few people talk about mic fright. Easiest thing to do is like be a hunter of some sort, POTA, field day, whatever, or any other contest really. Just know what the reply is going to be, and then all you got to do is throw out your call sign, and when you get called, just repeat whatever information you need to get passed back, and hopefully you get their call sign too. And just keep doing it.
Yeah, but on that same note,
I'm going to go ahead and pin that link right there. If you guys want to join us on stream, it's pinned to the top of the chat, so you guys can come in at whatever. Now, as you were saying, John, didn't mean to interrupt you.
But on that same note, with getting over mic fright, it's up to us too. If we're scanning through and we hear somebody calling, we should answer back to help encourage them. That's one of the main reasons I was licensed for, I don't know, I'm coming up on 8 or 9 years now. But after my first year, I got so disappointed as a tech that I stopped getting the radios out and didn't even bother turning them on, because you could get out on a repeater, could get out on a channel, and could call, but get no responses. If we want to see more people into it and help people get going, we also need to help them by making a contact with them and giving a little bit of encouragement, saying, good job, yep, you're doing this right, keep at it.
Yep, definitely. I listen to the local repeater when I'm not concentrating on like doing video or something like that, and I'll just listen. If I hear someone call out, especially someone I haven't heard before, I'll call out to them and say, hey, I hear you, and give them a little chat, and let them know that that repeater, at least that we're on, is active most of the time.
And I agree. And I know John can attest to this because him and I are only 30 minutes apart. The repeaters in Des Moines, if it's not net night, there's hardly anything on them. I can tell you verbatim when there is repeater traffic. I get on the road. I'm usually on the road at 5 in the morning. Me and N0KXX are on the repeater. Maybe we'll get one other person. There is a group around 6 to 7 o'clock, and this is on the big repeater, the one that can reach 70 miles. We'll get on there around 7 to 8 o'clock during the morning commute. During the evening commute, it's very, very sporadic. Hold on. I'm getting pounded. I'll let you guys take over real quick.
All right. Yeah, we have the same thing like that in Delaware here. During my morning commute, there'd be an active group of people. Usually every day is like the same few people, and then we'd have some other ones that would jump in from time to time. And even at the evening rush hour, they'd be there, or other people would be there, and it was actually a nice way to spend the time traveling. So, but after that, it's like same thing here. It's like if it's not a net night, if it wasn't a net night, then there'd be no one on the repeater for the most part. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, and the few times that you're able to get onto the repeater, sometimes there's some extended drag shoes that aren't giving you a break for somebody to jump in to at least acknowledge that they're being heard. I've seen so many people just heard people, not seen, of course, but heard people just get ignored trying to break in.
I haven't heard that on my local repeaters. There are some long-winded people that like to talk about anything and complain about anything. But a lot of times I would think that all of us do know. I mean, like the people on my local repeaters and everyone, that they usually like will leave a break after someone talks and before their turn to talk, just to make sure that there's no one wanting to break in, giving them that little space to either throw out their call sign or say comment or whatever. And I've been that same person waiting to jump into a conversation and just throwing out comment or saying my call sign really quick. Hey, through Jersey.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and Justin said it. Des Moines seems dead. Um, Justin, I'm sorry about that. It really is. But you know who's to blame for all that? All of us Texan generals who don't get on the repeaters. Honestly, I did a whole video on this. What is killing ham radio? Go back and check it out. It was like a Halloween video a year and a half, 2 years ago. What's killing ham radio? And I brought this up. Current amateur radio operators are killing the hobby. Why? Because you get these guys with tech licenses that thinks it's going to be all fun and dandy, and then everyone's on HF. And if you get a tech license and you're not making contacts, why do you want to upgrade to HF privileges? I mean, we as a community need to be out there. You know, maybe you're working on AHF, and then you have a 2-meter 440 going too. Spin inspections just in case you get someone new out there. That being said, new guys, don't give up. Please don't give up. There are some of us out there listening. It's just, you know, we're at random times.
Yeah,
I'll put my radio on spin, and I will jump on whenever I hear someone. So.
Yeah, we have. I've talked to a bunch of techs probably within the past month or so, and they're clueless that they could get on HF with like 10 meters. And I said, do it. I mean, 10 meters is hopping most of the time now, and it's going to even get better.
Oh yeah,
more than it already is.
And it really is.
And it's like you may not have the money, but I mean, just as an idea to get into your head, save up some money, get an HF radio, and at least get on 10 meters when you can. And then once you do get your general, you got the rest of HF that you could get on with the general privileges. So
if you guys are hearing background noise, little one's throwing a fit about going to bed. But hold on. We've got a stream dance we need to do because we're at 13 likes now.
Oh.
So
I was going to suggest chloroform.
Chloroform? Honey, no.
Honey, I put the kid to sleep.
Here's the 10 likes.
It's all you.
All right, we're good.
I started to get in there. I started to analyze the music. It's like it's got that 70s, early 70s kind of funk, and then I just kept on going in my head. So
it's free from YouTube. So
I liked it though. I like that's a killer riff there going.
It is a nice one. By the way, guys, if you want to help support the channel, I'll throw this out here. I believe both these gentlemen, John's trying to support the channel. He's trying to get me to come pick up an antenna to do a review. So he's going to get his name on that list here soon. It's just, I got to go grab the antenna. So, And we have the list lives in infamy on K0BJJ.com. Everyone is listed actually below that.
It'll happen.
So it'll happen one day. What did Dave say? By the way, this gentleman gets on the Des Moines Repeaters too. He's got a wonderful station down there in Pleasantville. Ticket is hat and shirt with all your.
I wouldn't say that. Maybe for some people, that if they decide that they want to keep their call sign, but I wasn't happy with my call sign, the one I received, and I wanted something more personal.
I was not happy with my call sign either, and neither was Dave because this is his vanity. He went to pretty low voltage instead of. I can't remember his last one. My assigned call sign was KF0AHN. And then I fought with a vanity for a while.
Yeah, I think it only took me like a month maybe to decide on a vanity. I had like a list of like 20, then I narrowed it down to like 10 and narrowed it down to 2, and then it's like, all right, which one? I went with my initials. It was like the easiest thing to do. And that's me for the most part. So
you do get privileges on 40, 60, and 15 CW only, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's something like that. So like 10 is the only one that you have voice on.
Yep.
But everything else is CW. So unless you know CW, whatever, then you're not getting on those bands until you get general.
Should I nervous click my? We got someone in here that'll be able to translate it.
But Jay, keep studying, keep taking those practice exams, and good luck next Saturday.
Honestly, Jay, before you go in for your test on next Saturday, if you're comfortable with your tech material, look at the general material. If you pass tech and they say, would you like to try for general? Do it. You have that the material between tech and general is so similar.
It's 30%. 30% of the general comes from the tech as a repeat of the tech material.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, you will have the only phone privileges you will have on 60, 40, and 15 is, I mean, the only privileges you'll have on those is going to be phone. It's going to be CW, sorry. 10 you will have voice, and 6 you will have voice. But 40, 60, and 15, we will only have CW privileges. So
I'm going to bring out my handy dandy band plan.
I'm looking at the big one on the wall.
Yes, you are. I don't have one like that, but yeah, you don't have, actually, I don't see anything with tech on 60 meters. This is the latest one from 2020.
Oh yeah, because you're right, because that's digital only. You'll have some on it. You'll have 80 meters.
Well,
yeah, you got 80 meters. You got
real quick while we're looking at that and verifying on that.
What do you got, John? I heard John.
It's great. As soon as I got my UHF radio, what was it, 60 days, and I was up to general. But QRP radios are very low in cost. I want you to keep in mind, though, as new into the hobby, QRP radios are very inexpensive, but it takes a lot of specific antenna to make some good contacts at that low wattage and good. You might be better off starting out with a higher watt radio and not trying to jump into QRP right away, because you will get frustrated. Trust me, I got frustrated at trying to get my QRP going, because I'll have my 891 going, I'll have the QRP on a matching antenna next to it, and I'll get frustrated because something is up, but I make a minor adjustment to the antenna. Now I'm able to get there.
Now I know what Jay we're talking to. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. He's talking about the Philippines band plan.
don't know which one that is.
He's talking about the band plan down there. So yes, his
Yeah.
stuff is going to be different. We are all three of us are referring to the American band plan, not. So sorry for that, Jay. Sorry for that, Jay. I know what Jay I'm talking to now. I mean, I could go like last week and not know who Juan Fodder is, and now he's in the stream tonight. Um, but and I think he
Yeah.
froze.
Yeah. So I'm actually interested to see what actually a lot of the band plans are across the world, to see how they differ from ours. Like to see comparison charts, see if that's possible to do, but
Yeah.
be something to look for.
Well, what is it? The UK, you get everything except you upgrade for power.
I think that might be correct. I don't know. It sounds familiar.
I think that's what at talking
Yes.
Stewart over there. It's as soon as you get your license, you get everything. You can do everything. It's just your limited power, and then if you upgrade, you get more power. Here in the United States, you get max power out of the gate, but you're limited on what you can do depending on your license.
For most bands. Some bands, I think 10 meters they can go up to 200 watts maximum.
But I mean, you can max out whatever power for that band.
Yeah, for whatever you is for your license class. Yeah.
Yeah, we get max power for whatever band we have or we're on, but we're limited on what bands we can do without expansion.
Yep.
So it's interesting.
The general updates end of this month. So, yeah. I don't know what the Philippines does for their stuff. I guess they have their own set of questions and stuff like that, and their levels might be the same as ours. At least called the same thing. But yeah, the U.S. general expires in a week or 2 weeks, and new one starts July 1st.
Absolutely, that was good to bring up.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, gotta love pretty low voltage down there. If I turn on the radio, you'd probably be able to hit me. His station is amazing. Oh, by the way, that tornado video I have on K0BJJ storm spotting, yeah, that was like a mile away from his house.
It's good to have people that pop up that information.
Yeah, it is.
Dave did. It's also great about live chats. People pop up things that you're not thinking about.
And that's why I like having like the open mic night and stuff like that. And, I always tell people, hey, if you got questions, throw them out there. Half my topics come off the Grimes repeater.
Really?
Yeah. Like someone's like, hey, I just got my tech. What do I do? I'm like, that is a wonderful topic I could cover in a live stream.
That's a very common topic too that a lot of people will talk about. I know. I think it's mentioned in the study books, at least the Gordon West books that I remember reading for my tech in general. But I think there's a lot of videos on that too. But it's people don't think to look for stuff on certain subjects, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind helping. I love helping people with work and with whatever. With amateur radio, POTA, whatever. I love giving people information and helping them out with stuff.
Oh yeah.
But because you pass on your knowledge to the people, they may not know if like certain thing about different parks and whatever. It's like, hey, if you're gonna go here, go over here, over your cell signal, avoid this area, no parking over here, kind of thing. And what do you do when you get on the air? I mean, you just get your ticket. I mean, when I was VEing, I had to take a little break. But when I was VEing, I was like, it's a hobby of 1,000 hobbies. There's so much stuff you could get into.
Oh, it really is. Well, and that being said, we talked about POTA last week. You're at Tech, and you got a mountain, POTA. 2 meter 440 POTA.
Yeah. That's depending on your area that you live in. I will stress depending on your area you live in. You might have active repeaters, which is good because you could jump on there and say, hey, someone come to like whatever, 14652 and help me get this park activated. I can only do 2 meters, whatever. There is a guy in Texas who's on YouTube. I cannot remember his call sign, but he's a tech, and all he does is 10 meters, and he's been a busy guy on 10 meters. So it depends on what's around you. I mean, he doesn't have VHF UHF capability, or popular VHF UHF popularity in his area, but he gets on 10 meters as a tech and does his POTA activation. So
Well, and then there's satellite also. I mean, don't
yep,
don't count out satellite. Satellite will get you some good distance.
yep. They keep breaking the record with individual satellites too. They just did one like 2-3 weeks ago. I heard on like AR Newsline last week or something like that. Tyler's here. We could start all over again now.
Hey, Tyler, if you want to join the party, the link is pinned.
Yeah, satellite's good. I'd like to do that sometime. Um, a guy I know down here in Delaware, or over here in Delaware, just set up satellite stuff, satellite antenna, um, software, rotor, tracker, all that kind of stuff. I'm anxious to get up with him and check it out one day soon, hopefully.
I will say this though: when you do get someone on there, you got to listen. You got to listen a little close because I know the first time I heard John on the air, I thought someone was using my call because all I heard was PJJ. I didn't hear the KE0, and I'm like, wait, I'm BJJ. Who's on? And I started talking. I'm like, what's your call? And then he goes, Papa, Julia. Okay.
Yeah, I have something similar to that around me. Kind of funny, but yeah, similar situation.
So Justin, when he got his tech, nice. Well, Justin, since you are in the Des Moines area, I hope you're having better luck. If not, there are several repeaters. The big one I hear people on's Grimes. John's breaking out the.
And the 9800 is behind the camera.
So.
Yeah, I mean, digital voice modes are good for text also.
Oh yeah.
If you have a DMR repeater in your area, or D-Star, or a System Fusion repeater, or if not, like me, I mean, I got a hotspot, and I don't have to bother any of the repeaters in my region that to talk on. So I just go through my hotspot, and I can still talk around the world. Even as a tech, you could do that. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, but if you get on worldwide chat, just be prepared. As soon as you start a conversation on there, you're not getting off. Because they will start talking. Someone from Japan will hear someone from the UK. Then as soon as you finish your QSO, they'll go, and then they'll go, and then they won't leave enough pause for you to disconnect, and then you're stuck on worldwide the rest of the night. It's a fun problem to have. I'm not going to lie, because you'll hear stations from everywhere. But once you get on worldwide, as soon as you get that first QSO out there, somebody is always listening, and they'll hear a country they want to talk to, and then it's all over.
Yep.
It's like 3100 gets that way about 9 p.m. on Mondays. The coffee club gets together, and if you happen to be on 9100, you can't even disconnect tone in there.
Yeah.
Or 3100, I'm sorry.
So DMR is a good option. I do encourage upgrading though, because I can talk to Japan on DMR and it sounds perfect, but it's extra special when I'm bouncing a radio wave from Iowa to Japan, and I'm struggling not only with the accent but with the radio, the wave propagation. For me, that is more rewarding.
Yeah, you could have a lot of noise. You could have QSB fading, and you could have ding dong trying to QRM you. But through DMR, it's a direct connection through the internet. But still, it's still all good. It's still a contact, and
It's an option.
it is an option. And it's always good to have options and backups. Always good to have backups.
And here's a good way for Jay's right. DMR in a hospital will have to wait. I don't want to try to do everything right away. Take your time. This hobby is what you make it at the pace you want. When I got into it, I had no intention of upgrading to general until I got introduced to POTA. I was like, I'll do general here in a couple years. Yeah, that ended up being 60 days later. But sorry, looking at.
Yeah, the one thing about digital voice modes on repeaters is that you're stuck with whatever the repeater owner has the system set to. So if you wanted to, for example, go to another talk group or reflector, you may not be able to, depending on the repeater owner, how they have set up and configured. I've ran into that issue, and that's one reason why I wanted to go to get a hotspot. Definitely, there's no rush to go out and get it. You can stick with your local repeaters until you're happy or you get bored or whatever, and then move on to like the next thing you want to try out. Just don't go buy everything at once.
No, that gets expensive quick.
Yeah, it gets stupid expensive.
Hey, Justin, are you in any of the Discord, in Toads or in Ham Radio Clubhouse? I'm just curious. I want you to get a hold of me. If you're in Des Moines area, I want you to get a hold of me. DM me on one of those Discords if you're part of them. If not, there are links in the description below. Because, yeah, I've got more information for you that's beneficial to Iowans. Sorry, Jeff.
It's all right. Not a big deal. I'm not jealous.
No, but I know the POTA Pooch is now because the POTA Pooch isn't on the stream.
No, he's down. He's sleeping. He's kind of ticked off that we didn't go for a walk at the park.
Oh, the POTA Pug. Sorry, not the POTA
POTA
Pooch.
Pug.
POTA Pug. Gotta love the POTA Pug. But yeah, if anyone is in the stream from Iowa, if you're on Discord and you are having issues getting hold of communicating in our area, shoot me a message on Discord. I'm going to help you out. Because I know a secret little place that I don't advertise almost every stream that's for Iowa people to make connections on Discord. So, and that happens to be where John is. That happens to be where he got the link to join the stream tonight. Because I posted it up there and said open mic night. And if he was the only one that joined. So then, Jeff comes in. I put open mic night out for anyone in the stream that wants to join. By the way, you guys can join us. The tagged comment is the link. I'm in Iowa, and well, Tyler, we're not going to go there. Yeah. We're not going to go there. And yes, that's exactly what I was referring to, Justin. If you can if you can DM me directly, I can send you an invite link. So, but yeah, Tyler, I will keep helping him as long as he is.
You can always share a invite link out in the comments.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure we got people from Iowa.
That's why you screen them when they apply to join it.
Actually, there he is right there, I bet. He got me. I'm going to get this link sent out. So, yeah, as long as Tyler continues to climb towers and I could potentially use him for helping me, I'll continue to help him. I mean, yeah, I know. It's a means to an end, right? Oh, shoot. I shouldn't be so mean. But sometimes it's fun. No, I'm pretty sure the only reason why Tyler's not on here right now is because he had Papa Day activities. I'm not saying mine were great, but we might have some future content coming up.
Oh, okay, cool. The bivy. Spiffy bivy.
The spiffy bivy. I got a tenting hammock or a camping hammock today.
Cool.
So as one of my um, presents. So I'm really happy about that.
That's something I want to get into badly. That's one thing when I got into posts. Like I want to go camping. I want to go to a state campsite or a national park wherever and stay for a weekend and be on the air like whenever I can.
I totally do not have permission to send the image I'm probably going to send right now. So if he gets mad at me, I'm going to apologize in advance.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to find this image and I'm going to share it as long as he's not in here listening and knowing what I'm referring to. Man, I got to keep scrolling back. This was like a POTA outing from a couple weeks ago. There we go. I'm going to see if I can share this out. This is kind of what I got in mind, and I'm going to be playing with. I want to do window. There we go. This happens to be the Area 1 District Emergency Coordinator, Paul. If you see him in here, he's W0YR, and that is his hammock in there, and this is how he POTAs.
Oh, there's a hammock in the background.
Yep.
Cool.
So he is actually out at K9293. 9293, I think that's Hendrickson Marsh. And he's doing some hammock camping and
Cool.
doing POTA. So I did not have permission to share that, but it's cool. That's kind of what I want to figure out how to do.
I don't want to go hammock camping. I want to get like a camper or a trailer of some type. Not a big camper, but
I would like to do that too.
I just need a place to store it.
That's why we downgraded. We went to a cottage on wheels. But now that the kids are grown and they don't have to sleep in the camper with us, we went down to a 17-footer. Just right, has enough room to put the ham gear and keep the kids out.
Cool.
Yeah, we're looking at pop-ups and small trailers. Sorry, I was looking over at the Discord. No-So just got on. No-So, he's got issues up in his neck of the woods. Talk about no 2-meter 440 traffic. I can't even raise him when I'm trying to. No. If you ever hear No-So on the air, it's November Sierra 0 Oscar. He is a really great guy. Love his call sign. He is in the middle. He's between two clubs, and he can hear both of them, but there's nobody in between with him. Have a good night, Kevin.
Later, Kevin.
Thanks for joining us. So yeah, you get your license, get on the air, join a Discord.
Yeah, look for like a state Discord or
Well, even the two I got listed, Toads and Ham Radio Clubhouse, there's a lot of information there.
yeah, I was about to say a YouTuber's Discord. You may not find anyone local. You might. You never know. And just tons of information though. And most of them will have a well, some might have a digital mode location to talk to other people with on the air.
Yeah. And I know what we use our local, our state one for is a lot of networking. I mean, John can testify to this. I mean, we're on there talking about different stuff, different events. Shoot, I just added a field day tab today because I just noticed that we didn't have a field day tab. And I noticed like Mason City hadn't posted anything on the ARRL website about their field day. So I'm like, hey, I see you guys are missing information. Put it here because these are the local people that are going to want to go see you. So,
Yeah, I think a state, a location for a state for the hams in a specific state. It's a good thing. I know Delaware does not have a Discord. I know
you
they have
should
some.
make one.
I did. I haven't made it public though.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin. Yeah, I have one. I haven't made it public. I kind of got out of Discord for the most part. I go there and post stuff, and look at a few things, but I don't post that much. I don't get involved with conversations.
We have expanded ours a lot. We actually have a National Weather Service bot now that posts for all 99 counties in the state, which came in handy last night because like people this morning are like, hey, did we have any severe warnings? I'm like, yeah, just scroll back up in the chat. And me, I actively monitor that because if there is something going on in the state, I want to know because if I'm going to jump in the truck and go chase it down, I need to know about it.
Yeah.
See you later, Justin. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you.
Bye, Justin. Yeah, they got a bunch of Facebook groups, but yeah, there's a bunch of different clubs with Facebook groups, and there's like one that's like a Delmarva ham radio enthusiast page that people put a lot of stuff onto, and some clubs up in Philadelphia that have their own Facebook pages, but it's Facebook.
I notice a lot, at least in our local area, the Facebook groups are on their way out.
I don't know, but I would kind of agree with that. It seems like they've been cracking down on a lot of people for stuff they're not even going to tell the person they're cracking down on. Like me, my account got suspended. I'm like, for what? I didn't stop posting stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna be leaving the get out of the jail free box because I kind of been in a get out of jail free box with a lot of stuff the past 5 years. On the 30th, I will no longer be in that box.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten like a 24-hour, 72-hour like no posting ban kind of thing, but it's not that big of a deal. But when out of the blue, they just suspend your account and they give you no reason, you're like, WTF? What's going on, people? And all you can do is send a response to the decision that they made and hope that they'll do something. And 3 days later, out of the blue, they said your account's now open again. I'm like, no details.
Yeah.
Complete lack of details just gets on my nerves everywhere.
Websites and stuff like Discord, Slack, that is definitely replacing Facebook because it's real time. And that's what people are wanting. They're wanting real time.
Yeah, the problem with Facebook, they took away the chronological order of posts, and now it's like whatever's more popular, and you can't change that.
No.
Some of the groups you can still do that with, but not for like your feed or anything. Pain in the rear end.
Yes, it is.
Especially when you're looking for specific stuff to happen. Oh, look, there's a tornado 5 hours ago. Thanks a lot, Facebook.
Right.
But I would think that people on Facebook would have other means to get that type of information.
You would hope. You would hope.
Well, they have a smartphone, they have a weather app, and hopefully they have the notifications turned on for it. So.
Well, especially with the wheel alerts that go out now. Every time there's a major event like that, you'll get a wheel alert.
A what alert?
A wireless emergency alert system.
Oh.
The state of Iowa, especially in the state of Iowa, I know they've been trying to move it out nationally. If my area gets put in a tornado warning, my phone goes off. And it'll say, seek shelter now, tornado warning issued for your area. And that's sent out via the WIA alert system. So.
Yeah, I think Delaware might have something like that. I think it's called DENS, Delaware Emergency Notification System.
Yeah, every state has one almost now, because a system like it, because of just natural disasters. That's where you're going to get your air raid sirens on now. That's where you're going to, you know, ballistic missile warning.
Or the the test warnings they send out when they do tests on the nuclear power plant testing speakers that are in your area. Oh my God, someone moved to my area and they're complaining on, I don't know, I think it was like next door or something, which I'm no longer on because it's just people complaining. And they're like, I didn't know, what's the sign mean? It's like you're in like 11 miles of the Salem nuclear power plant in New Jersey. You're welcome. It was funny. You had to be there, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't know that. I remember as a little kid, my parents were looking for a house and they looked at this house. It's like right next to a dam. And they said, heck no. They knew that the dam was there.
Yeah, it's funny with some of that stuff. I know if we ever got a ballistic missile warning in Iowa, every ham is going to get on and try to program the frequency in to get the telemetry because they want to see it come in.
Yeah.
They know they're SOL. They just want to see it come in.
And then everyone else is going to be posting on Facebook, next door, ring neighbors, or whatever. It's like, did you guys hear the sirens going off? What does that mean?
Oh yeah. Well, guys, we're in our last couple minutes or minute and a half here. So, Jeff, what do you got going on? You had a POTA activation today.
Yeah, I just did POTA activation. I just got home before this started and wanted to do a late shift, but I also needed to take some photographs of my gear for something that's coming up in the future. And dropped the video yesterday, got 2 more to work on. Now I got a 3rd one to work on. And get all those contacts verified and all that fun stuff. So, yeah.
Hey, Jeff, anything going on over in the Altoonah's area anytime soon that you want to advertise? And maybe you're trying to put something together for a certain organization you're with? Wow, if I can talk.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've always got things going on at the shrine, but that's here or there. One of these days, we're going to get a group of us out there and get some of these guys on the air with the shrine because there's a lot of shrines around the country and around the world on the air. But other than that, now I'm playing with portable power options, and Amazon is not my friend at night.
Well, it's your friend. It's just not your wallet's friend.
Correct.
But
they did like it enough. They bought my Amazon card.
I'm hoping to do a POTA sometime. At this point, I don't know. I have an appointment to get fingerprinted for the new job. Yes, I got to run another background check on me. The guy in the FBI is going to wake up and be like, I haven't checked this guy's prints in like 3 years. I thought he was dead. He's still alive and he still has a clean record. We're good. So I got to get fingerprinted Tuesday for the new job.
Been through that many times.
With the new job, I should be able to make more live streams. So
cool.
Because I will be working day hours. I will become back among the walking, living, not the caffeinated overnight.
So hopefully you don't go brain dead after work.
Well, let's see. Monday night, I could harass T.O. on his stream. I got Ham Radio Clubhouse on Tuesday night I can harass. Oh, the wife got a new job, too. So, I mean, it's all going to be a nice change. We got employment changes going left and right in our house. So, yes, Tyler, a day walker. I'm going to love not changing my sleep schedule every week like I've been doing for the past 8 months.
Yeah, that's rough stuff. I've been through that before.
So, with that, we're at the bottom end, guys. Again, K0BJJ.com is up and active. Check that out for a lot of cool information, including the content calendar. If I'm going to be anywhere near you, if I'm going to be doing anything radio related that I can plan in advance, it'll be on there. Also, different ways to get a hold of us, get a hold of me, whatnot. And we're trying to figure out some stuff coming up here on the channel. I've been talking to someone to do a episode on WinLink. Just waiting to hear availability on that. That'll get updated in the content calendar. And yeah, we'll see where, everything's up in the air. If you have an idea for the stream, let me know. You can let me know down at K0BJJ.com. So with that, I'm going to say 7-3. Thank you, Jeff and John, for joining me tonight. Thank you, everyone in the chat. It was great. I got to find the outro music because that's the only thing I have not found yet. And 7-3. We'll get it going.
73, y'all.